and she has some kind of sentient homicidal houseplant, and I think his name is Dusty, excuse me. It's Dusty, God forbid. Hey, what's up? My name's Leah. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to another video. So today we're going to be doing a little bookstore vlog, and I'm really excited because we're going to be going to my local indie bookstore, and I'm also really stoked because I haven't been there before during Christmas time, and I really want to see what Christmas books they have and just like how they decorated the shop and everything, and I'm going to bring you along with me. And I don't really have any like particular books that I'm looking for today. We're really just going to like see what they have, see if they have any new releases, and I'm really excited. So without any further ado, let's go book shopping. Hello, my sweet petunias. We are back from book shopping, and I wanted to give you a little bit of a book haul. We got too many things at the bookstore. They had so many good books. They had so many good romances in particular, not necessarily Christmas ones, but just like ones I've been wanting to read, and some new like end of 2025 releases. And the shop was decorated so cute. I don't know that I've been to a independent bookstore during Christmas besides the one that I used to work at years ago. And so it was really fun to see how they like decorated the windows and the little displays. It was darling. They even had a little box in there that was like a letters to Santa little mailbox thing. Oh my God, it was so cute. And then after we went book shopping, we went to the cafe next door and got coffee. And then we drove around downtown a little bit and saw the lights and everything. And then we went and got Thai food, and it was a lovely time. So I want to show you all the books that I got. So let's get into the little haul. Okay, I've got a big stack of things to show you. Hopefully my cat Nellie doesn't try to crawl in that bag, but she's probably gonna. So if you hear noises, it's probably her. Yeah, you're here to be nefarious. I see you. I see you getting into the bag. No, ma'am. No. No. I'm taking that. You can't have it. It's mine. Put it over here. She's gonna get it again, I guarantee you. Oh my God. I want to show you her so bad, but I don't want to mess up the camera angle. You are such a goose. Oh my God. Nellie Bell. Hey. So let's get into the books. So the first thing that I got is a 2025 release. It was on my anticipated releases list, and it's called Violet Thistleway is Not a Villain Anymore. In this cover, let's take a moment for her. This dragon, stunning. Love to see it. Love the little magical vibes. And this is one that I was really debating about getting, but I read the beginning in the bookstore and it was really, really good. So I got it. And so basically, there's this guy at the beginning of the book who dies, and he's a dark sorcerer. And his right hand girly pop is Miss Violet. And so she's been working for this like evil sorcerer guy for a while, doing, nefarious villain stuff as one does. And once he dies, she decides she's kind of over it with being a villain. And she kind of just wants to go and like live her life in a cozy little town. And so I think she goes and she opens a flower shop, and she has some kind of magical abilities. And she has some kind of sentient homicidal houseplant, and she uses some dark magic that she learned from Mr. Dead Wizard to like grow the plants and make them really beautiful and stuff. And then I think it's about her falling in love and having a romance with this guy, Nathaniel. And they're kind of like, whatever, growing together and like healing in their little community, whatever. It sounds very like sappy and kind of cheesy, but I think the magic elements in here are going to be really fun. I really like magical like plant magic, and like the dark magic past stuff sounds really fun to me, so I picked this up. I also got a couple books from Lila Sage. My girl Lila Sage always gets me in a chokehold with her romances. And so I have been meaning to finish out her Blue Rebel Ranch series, so I had to pick this up. This is Lost and Lassoed by Lila Sage, and I'm thinking I might end up reading this on the plane when I go to my parents' house for Christmas, because I just really need something like fun and light to read. But this is book 3 in that cowboy romance series, and this is following this guy who is the brother of the girl from book 1, also brother to the guy in book 2. And so he's like the third sibling, and he is the grumpy one. He's just got an attitude, and he has a daughter from a previous relationship. He had like a one night stand with a friend of his, and she got pregnant by accident. And so they are like co-parenting, but they were never like in love or like married or anything like that. And so he has a romance in here with his little sister's best friend, Teddy, and she is an absolute like spitfire redhead, and she's really into fashion design, and she makes her own clothes, and she makes clothes for her sister, and she has a good relationship with his daughter too, because they're, she's around the family a lot, has been close with them for like many years, and he's always kind of like, I don't know, says he's really annoyed with her, and she like messes with him on purpose, and they have a lot of banter and stuff. But I think this is going to be them like really exploring their feelings for each other and like actually falling in love. And I'm really excited because their like sexual tension is really fun, and their banter is really fun in the first 2 books. So I've been dying to get to this. And then I also picked up book 4 in that series, Wild and Wrangled. So this one is not following any siblings from the family, but it's following This dark-haired girly pop on the front is the gal that this guy had a baby with. And so it's like his friend, mother of his child, is having her own romance with this guy. And this one's a second chance romance with this guy I think she dated when she was younger, before she had her kid. And he left town and went off to do, I don't know, some kind of work thing. And I think he works in the trades, and he's got a lot of tattoos. You can see he's got like tattoo sleeves. And I think his name is Dusty, excuse me. It's Dusty, God forbid. Anyway, so old Dusty and Camille have a second chance romance in here, and it seems like it's gonna be really spicy. And I don't know what happened with their relationship. We do get to see them, I think, in book 2. He comes back to town and she's like, oh shit, like Dusty's here, and you can tell they have some feelings, some thoughts about one another. And so I'm really excited to get into this as well. So those are the first 3 that I got. And then I also got I got one more romance and then a horror. So I got this one by Lena Ferguson, who I've never read from before, but I've heard good things, and it's called Under Lock and Key. So this is a monster romance about a guy who's a Loch Ness monster and this girly pop who goes to Scotland and meets him, apparently. And I'm really excited about that. I heard about this premise a while ago, and I almost had this be a book club pick. I think it was last year, this year, I don't know. But I never ended up getting to it, and I am really curious about this. I love monster romance, and the idea of a Loch Ness monster guy sounds really, really fun, so I wanted to pick this up. And then the last one I got is a horror, and it's called What Kind of Mother? So this is another one I've seen. I think I saw on Goodreads, and it sounded really good. Very creepy horror about motherhood is always an interesting time. There's no synopsis on the back, which hate that for me. Oh, okay. It says, after striking out on her own as a teen mom, Maddie is forced to return to her hometown in Virginia with her 17-year-old daughter. With nothing to her name, she scrapes together a living as a palm reader at the local farmer's market. Ooh, love the spooky tea, the spooky palm reader vibes. Okay. It's there that she connects with her old high school flame, Henry, who's now a reclusive fisherman, whose infant son Skylar went missing 5 years ago. Everyone in the town is sure Skylar's dead, but when Maddie reads Henry's palm, she's haunted by strange and disturbing visions that suggest otherwise. As she follows the thread of their visions, Maddie discovers a terrifying nightmare waiting at the center of the labyrinth, and it's coming for everyone she holds dear. Okay, so this is a supernatural horror that also has elements of domestic suspense, and it's a visceral exploration of parental grief. And I've also never read from this author, Clay McLeod, before, but this author has another book that I saw that I think has a axolotl on the cover, and that one looks really good and crazy too. So I'm really curious what I'm gonna think of this. I have had my eye on this for a while, but I don't know if I've heard anybody really like review it on YouTube or anything. So if you've read this, let me know what you think. But that is all of the books that I got at the bookstore. I hope you had fun coming along with me for this little Christmas bookstore vlog, and thank you so much for watching. If you got to the end of this video, leave me a Christmas tree emoji in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see some more bookish videos from me, because I am doing Bookmas this year, and I've got a lot of fun videos coming out. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in another video very soon. Bye!